Sometimes you already have these case studies ready, right? And all you need is a clean and professional place to host these case studies that you have ready. And to be really honest, you do not really have to overthink all of this, right? You don't need Webflow, you don't even need Framer, you don't need to design from scratch, you don't even need Figma design or Figma sites to do any of that. With Substack, you can create a UX portfolio that has your name, your case study, and about us, even external pages, and even in your own domain in less than 30 minutes. And in this Behind the Interface episode, I'll be showing you how you can create a UX portfolio that has all these necessary things that you need. I'll show you how to create your settings, structure your page, and all of that. So at the end of this video, you'll be leaving out with a UX portfolio that you can share with recruiters. You can also share with your friends, your clients, and just basically showcase what you have quickly. This is especially for those people who do not have time to create like a structured go all out to create like a portfolio. If you're that person, stick around for this video. Now, you might be wondering why Substack, right? Substack has everything that you need, or you might be asking why not Medium, right? With Substack, you can structure your own page to look a certain way because they have inbuilt templates that they have ready for you that you can use. So your portfolio can look like a news outlet, like a newspaper page, or it can look like an editorial page, especially for UX designers. So Substack has like five templates that you can use. You have like a dedicated page for your about us. You can create pages, customized pages that will just be there. You can add external pages. You can also have your own domain name into there. And you're getting two for one. You're getting a newsletter and also a website. So if you want to have like an article on the side, a page whereby just random articles, or you want them to under your case study, you can do all of that with Substack. And that is what I'll be showing you today. Let's get into the video. The first thing you do to get started is to go to substack.com to create your account. So I've already created mine, so I'm going to skip that part. You can also skip subscribing to other newsletters. Anything you're not interested in doing right now, you can skip and you do later. So I'm just going to go straight to my dashboard because I've already created an account. And when you come to your dashboard, this is what you're going to see. So you see your getting started steps that you need to do. For now, we want to ignore all of this because it's not what we need. Basically, this gives you like an overview of what's happening in your portal. So publications that you have. So I have some drafts here. If you have basically everything. So what we want to focus on in setting up a portfolio that you can quickly work with is by moving on to settings. So if you click on settings, you come here, right? We want to go to website appearance. So now it's currently showing custom theme, meaning that if you click on go to website theme editor, you'd see what it looks like. So this is what your website currently looks like. So if you have to, this is your URL. So if I click on it, this is what gets to see when they visit your page. Everything here is what they've seen when they visit your page. So what you want to do now is to click on settings and then go to website. Now I had already adjusted the branding and the colors before coming. So if you click on brandings, you can now add a logo, change the color to whatever. So originally this is what it was, the Substack orange, but we are going for a pure black approach. So we have it at 000 here. And then we have our background as pure white here. And we're using the same color for our welcome page. So our typography, we want to change, we had already changed this to fancy serif for heading and then body to sans. You can change it however you like. So if you change it to mono, this is what it looks like, right? Now I want a fancy serif, and if you want your body to be any other thing, that's what it will be. So as you are making those changes, it's gonna show here. So I'm gonna put the logo that I had prepared for this. So now one thing you want to notice about this logo is that it has to be at least this size and it has to be in square. So take this description here as it is. It has to be in a square so that it fits properly and it displays properly, right? And then you're going to ignore this publication watermark. You don't really need it right now. So when you are done with that, save and continue. So the next thing you want to do, you want to go to your home page, right? Now you might not really see anything here, but this place is basically going to structure how your website looks like. So we have different header styles here, and then we have different post layout here. So what we are going to do is that we're going to post some case studies and then see what it currently looks like and how we can modify that. So we'll now go back and then click on create new. So I have some dummy content. It's not going to be anything grand. Let me quickly bring that here. So this is the text editor for Substack. It's quite pretty simple. So you have your title and your subtitle. So you can have this as Flow and Flourish. For example, it's an e-learning app, and then you put this at the bottom as a description, right? Something like this. Then you can start writing or you can just directly paste it. So I'm just going to directly paste what I have. Use this medium to like quickly show you guys how it works. So to add a cover image, or you can just quickly add an image here. Select any image. I'm going to just quickly use any image that I have as design. So if you put a picture here now, for example, this becomes your cover image automatically, which is pretty straightforward and easy, right? So if you click on your image, you can add like alt text, you can add watermark, and you can basically you can change it to full width if you want. So let's leave it as full width. Right? And then we're going to paste the remaining other things. So listen to some music while I do. You can add, this is for bulk upload, right? So if you have like images, you can just quickly add. So let's just quickly do that and see what that looks like. So this is what the gallery looks like. So you can put similar images. If you see that this particular size and design works better, so now you have like this grid over here. So if you have like a proper design, you can just put it here so that it displays perfectly well. So the moment you're done with that, all you have to do is publish, or you can even preview, right? So if you click on preview, it's going to show you what it will look like on a mobile device and what it will look like on a web device and what it will look like via email as well. So you have like a preview to know what to expect. Same with email as well, right? So the next you want to do is publish, right? So this is to configure what you have. You can create tags. Create as well so like your subscriber now you cannot just send so the subscribers can see this as well and then you can schedule it for a specific time. So I just want to publish it. I'm not gonna click on this because we don't have subscribers. It's a dummy. So yeah. So click on publish. To confirm if that's what you want, and then you're gonna get published. So now that we've published an article, we'll show you what it looks like, right? So this is the section to like showcase your work and showcase your posts so that other people can see it. So if you click on website, this is what you see, right? So you have one what you call it here, one case study here. So I want to do the same thing so that we have like contents to play with. So I'll do like 4 of it on the behind the scene. Three articles. Now I'm going to look at what our website looks like and how the layout looks like to see. So now this is what it looks like. So the way it's been programmed, right? It's your most recent article that gets highlighted here. So if we go back to settings, we cannot change the layout. So what we'll do is we'll click on website and then we'll go to website theme editor. Then you go to home page. Now we want to select header side. So if we go to official, this is what official looks like. We change to newspaper. This is what newspaper looks like. Now if you go to magazine, this is what magazine looks like. Go to media official, this is what media official looks like. And then lastly, if you go to highlights, this is what highlights. So let's use media official. Right, let's use media official. And then I'm going to save. So now for your post layout, now we currently have it as a list. So we're going to change that to like grid so that it looks pretty. So now you see why it's important to have images, right? Because if you don't have an image, this is what it now looks like. You see it's showing your title and your subtitle with your published time and your name, right? So now I'm going to save this. And then if we preview this, we will see that it has been updated already. And this is what you have here on your home page or your portfolio. Now, if you notice, there are a lot of things on your nav here. We have notes, archive, and about us, right? So notes are like things, you know, when we have Twitter or X where you can just quickly type something and publish, right? This is what this is all about. This is what notes is all about. It's like a tweet. So the good thing about this is that since we're using it as a portfolio, you don't want anything that comes to your mind that you post show here, right? You may or you may not want, but I think most people may not want that to be there. So what you do in this case now is to turn it off. And I'm going to show you how you can turn off that notes that we have here that we don't want people to see. So if you come under your website section, right, you see under navigation bar links, right, you have home, notes, archive, and about. So you can turn off notes by just doing this. Archive is just archive as mentioned. So archive is more like your older articles. It's just going to track your older articles. You can turn it off if you want to, but I think you should just leave it. Then you can add custom pages as well. So let me show you what that looks like now that we turn off that. So if we start this, you see we now have just home, archive, and about. So what happens now under the about is that Substack gives you like a dummy about us page. So if you click on it, it's going to have this dummy about us page. So it's the same text editor, but just like different content. So what we're going to do is that we're going to clear all of that because that's not who we are. And then we're going to bring our dummy data of who we are. So the same way for our publication, let's just come into our title. And then we're gonna drop the text just like that. So you can modify it in the way that you like. I'm not really fancy. Paste. You just paste here. So basically, it's just gonna show you your about us like this, however you structure it. Since we're trying to, you know, create something um fast and easy. We do not want to over style. See that the content is small and then the so we're gonna save that. And next we'll do is that since we've saved that, we'll have to like restart and see what we now currently have in the about us page. So this is what we have in our about us page. So if you have images now of yourself doing fun activities, do where to put them there. And then yeah, basically. So in a nutshell, your portfolio is quite ready, but there are some other things you can still do. You can still add like customized page. So you see we have customized page here. You can create one. So maybe you want like a contact us page, for example. Do we have forms here? Maybe you want a contact us page here, or maybe you want to do something specific. So if I say, let's call this contact me, right? So I have like a brief content for contact me. Let that put down. So let's carry the content. So we have like a contact us page here. Something really simple, right? Want your recruiters or people visiting your website to be able to, you know, reach you easy. You can come there and then add a button and then say send email, send an email. And then you put your marked mail to And then you put your email address. So that when they click it, they can just like quickly, send an email. And then you continue. And then you publish, right? So now you have like an extra page there underneath websites, which is contact me here. Done creating your custom page. You want to come here and then add to navigation bar. So now we now have it here. So if you reload our page, you'd see contact me here, right? And then we have this. So I think you can structure it, you can move it. I don't think you can. Oh yeah, basically you can add custom page and the rest. Turn off anything concerning notes. And then you have like a welcome page, right? So your welcome page is basically what people see when they visit your page for the first time. And this is what it looks like. It has your name and your bio here and then the subscribe button. And you can just quickly click on no thanks and move on. I was hoping that there would be a way to turn off the welcome page off, but there's really no way to turn off the makeup welcome page, right? But we can edit the content of the no, we can't really edit the content. But yeah, so that is like the easiest way to have your portfolio ready in less than 30 minutes. And you can that's how you create a UX portfolio without touching code or stressing out or even writing any prompt whatsoever. And now you have like a website that you can showcase. So you also have time to focus on your case studies instead of what your website actually look like. You understand? So if you found this helpful, please subscribe to Behind the Interface. I share practical tips on how to get things done faster and ways to improve your processes. And I write a lot about interesting things about user designers. So if you are interested and you find this helpful, give us like, give us thumbs up, and please subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.